Hey, what's going on YouTube? Lionel here, and I'm back. I said I was going to do 3 videos. I may actually end up doing 4 because I think I'm going to reply to you, Mr. Dark Frag, on the old niche versus designer conversation. So I think I'm going to make that video. So um, now and I'll explain why. I mean, it'll be in fun, nice response. Let's get into a dialogue slash a little debate, and see how it goes. Let's see how it develops. So my video will be take 4, and it'll be a response to you, Dark Frag, and you respond back, and let's have a little fun with this thing. So nothing has to be personal. It can all just be in fun. We all have our opinions and perspectives. It's like who's the best player of all time. Some people argue Jordan. you know I make a different I make a different argument. So anyway, um, this video is about. I have a recommendation for you. I mean, I see a lot of guys on these videos. I mean, on the swap videos. I'm not telling you not to swap and sell your stuff because that's your you take any loss you want, or that's it's your money, it's your time, it's your stuff. So you deal with it that way. But I do have a recommendation. You guys should actually try to think about blending some of these fragrances. So there are certain fragrances out there, right? And you know, by itself, it's not too great. But you have two fragrances that you're selling, and those two fragrances together may make a very good fragrance, right? And this is called, blending. I mean, it happens a lot, or layering, or blending, or something like that. It happens a lot with bonds and creeds. Bond is famous for it. Bond. Joe Malone is famous for it. Joe Malone typically, their fragrances aren't meant to be worn on their own. They can be, but it's not necessarily some of the purpose. A lot of them are meant to blend, to make your own fragrance, to make your own experience with a fragrance. And Bond does that a lot, quite a bit too. So you may be selling New Harlem, but maybe if you mix New Harlem and Nuit de Noho, Nuit de Noho, you may have a totally different fragrance experience. Now, the problem is blending bonds can be very expensive. I mean, because they're not cheap. However, there are some other fragrances that you can blend that may just work for you. So here's one. I have a recommendation for you today, and it is a mostly all of us own or have owned Rochas, man, or can buy it for very reasonable price. And then there's this little devil, um, YSL Yves Saint Laurent La Nuit de l'Homme, uh, Man of the Night. So um, most of you guys know this. This has been reviewed so many times. One guy said he gets the dirtiest types of compliments. When he wears it. Another guy says it lasts on him 3 hours. Next person says it's just okay. Some guys think it's too sweet. So anyway, I have a recommendation for you. I own Rochas, man, the infamous one of the best bottle designs for me ever, and I own La Nuit de l'Homme. So I said, you know what? Actually, let me say this. Don't get rid of Rochas if you own it. Why? Because Rochas is one of the best layering, blending scents that you may own. Believe it or not. It adds a gourmand, sweet type of flavor to just about anything you have. And if you own a lot of Orientals, stuff like La Nuit de l'Homme, strong kind of woody scents that has a slight sweetness to it, you throw it with Rochas, I mean, and you have a scent. As a man, there's actually quite a few scents out there that I think I would recommend. So, anyway, this phone is ringing, and I'll have to answer in a second. So, um, anyway, here's my recommendation. I want you to try, and you can do the Rochas first and then layer it with this one, or like other people, you can spray on one side, you can spray La Nuit and spray Rochas on the other side. I layer mine myself. You know Rochas projection really isn't there. It never gets cloying. It never projects massively. So and then La Nuit de l'Homme does. It can go for the first few hours. Man, together they make a wonderful um, sort of almost spicy Oriental gourmand type of fragrance that's really really nice. It is really nice. Um, I get a lot of compliments. Actually, here's another one. If you own Play, Givenchy Play, either Play or Intense, or if you even own Givenchy Pie, layer it with Rochas and see what you get. Because Rochas kind of has this sweet caramel, almost comes off when you know the lavender in it. It is what I'm telling you. It is one of the best, even in stuff with summer. If you have something that's slightly boozy, sweet, maybe something like a I don't know. I'm trying to think of something out there. Anyway, try layering some of your scents, especially your winter scents, though, with with Rochas, man. And I'm telling you, you're going to get a surprise. Don't get rid of this thing. This thing is special for layering purposes. Um, my favorite one so far that I've discovered is this one with Givenchy Play Intense. I don't own Play Intense. I had a really nice sample. I should have bought it and layered it with this. It kind of has this sweet freshness to it that is just unbelievable. I got so many compliments when I did that, and then when I wear it with this one, I get so many compliments. Well, I mean, this one is already sort of a complimented fragrance for some reason. A lot of women like this one, but when I layer it with Rochas, I get this beautiful Oriental gourmandish type of fragrance. Um, that is definitely a head turner. So anyway, this is just a recommendation. Then try other scents. I mean, you have other scents that could use a bit of sweetness, vanilla, lavender type of scent. Try layering it if you have Rochas with some of the others. So just experience it at home. You only waste a couple of sprays, so just spray it on spray it on the inside of your arm right here. Try one on top and one on the bottom, and then on the other arm, and then just see how it develops throughout the day, throughout the night, and you'll be surprised. So don't be so quick to sell off your stuff because it doesn't perform the way you want it to perform, because you may have a very good, you may have all the ingredients for a very good fragrance on your hands. So that's it. That's my recommendation to you. My next one is a review of a fragrance that I think is in a house that is very under the radar, very very under the radar, but is very very good. Um, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace.